Alright guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'll be going through my round 20 footy tips in the 2025 Toyota AFL Premiership season. Here we go. After this round there will be four more rounds until the finals. Let's see who's going to compete in it, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the videos I've edited and released on my YouTube, and stay tuned for some more, as I believe I've still got a match day vlog number 21 to edit between the Blues and the Jays I went to at the J. Alright, let's not waste any more time and let's get stuck into it. Okay, we're kicking off Thursday night things off between the Hawks and the Blues at the MCG. Now, this game might be a big game, as both of the teams are trying to keep their top four in their final seasons, respectively, Hawthorn and Carlton. Well, look, Carlton last week, they did beat the Jays by 8 points thanks to Moya kicking 5 goals and is a Rising Star nominee. Wow. So, obviously Hawthorn came off a good win against Port Adelaide at Utah, and they're completely undefeated at Tasmania this year. They played all 4 games, they won all 4 against Carlton. In a close one against Melbourne last week, the Blues got it done, finally, since round 14. But it's against a really strong Hawthorn side. I think Carlton's got to make a bit of a move here, but I think the Hawks should be too strong, but you never know. So I think we're going to go with the Hawks to get this done. We're going to say Hawthorn to get this done by, let's go with 22 points, and the big call is Gunston kicks at least 3 goals. I don't think I can bear this anymore. Another Essendon fucking prime time. They should be banned from playing prime time since round 9. Because they're so fucking shit in primetime games. The game is between the Bombers and the Dogs at Marvel Stadium. Now, obviously, I'm not going to watch that game because there's a better game, and I'll get to that after this game. Look at the Dogs. They're 1 spot out of the 8. They're a game out of the top 8 where they got replaced by Gold Coast. But but look, they should get the job done against Essendon. And the Dons, don't think they'll get the job done at Marvel against a strong side. The Dons player, the Dons team's just too young and need to be like, the coach needs to get them together. Plus, too much injuries. So there's no way I'm going to tip Essendon. I'm going to tip the Dogs to get this done by, I'm going to say like a 70-point win for them, because as the Dogs, are really fast and a high-scoring league. And the big call is the Bombers are not going to lead at any stage of the game whatsoever. Now, that's the game I'm going to watch on Friday night. The next game is between GWS and Sydney at NG Stadium. Now, obviously, Sydney coming off, Sydney have coming off 3 wins in a row now. They're still, mathematically, they're still alive for finals. But it's at NG Stadium, and you can't underestimate the Giants. They play so well at NG Stadium and use the Orange Tsunami Force, which I filmed a matchday vlog on that, but that was against Geelong. It's at NG Stadium. So, Giants coming off a good winning streak. They've won the past 5 games. 5 of 5, according to the ladder on ESPN Footy Tips. I think I'm going to go with the Giants to get this done. I'm going to say the Giants to get this done by, let's just make this a really close one. I'm going to say 3 goals, which is 18 points, and the big call is, I don't know, the big call is, the margin will not go over 30 points, and there will be at least 2 punch-ons. The next game's between Gold Coast and Brisbane at People First Stadium, the Q Clash. This round is loads of rivalry. Yes, wowee. Now, look, Gold Coast, obviously, last week, they've gone absolutely fucking goalless against Adelaide Oval, where they got absolutely bitched by 61 points last week. Damn. I don't know, will Gold Coast ever improve? But up against the Lions at the Gabba, at People First Stadium. Brisbane Lions, they're reigning premiers. Oh, I don't know who to tip. It's at People First Stadium though, but so it's a Gold Coast usually play really well there. I think I don't know who to tip. I think I'm going to tip the Lions to get this done for the safe option, as the Lions, they're such a good team. They're reigning premiers, and they should be able to keep the winning run going. So I'm going to say the Brisbane Lions to get this done by, let's go 25 points, and the big call is Cam Rayner and Charlie Cameron both combined with 6 goals, so 3 goals each. The next game is another rivalry game, but this time it's at Perth, between the Dockers and the Eagles at Optus Stadium in the Western Derby. But I believe that the Dockers should be able to get the job done, as West Coast, they struggled to beat Richmond, and Fremantle have beaten the Pies last week at the MCG. That's probably the best win of the season so far. So I believe that the Dockers have got to get this done, even without Michael Walters, as he's already retired. As West Coast, they just can't even beat anyone except for the Saints. So let's go with the Dockers to get this done. I'm going to say the Dockers to get this done by 52 points. And the big call is Jai Amos to kick at least 2 goals. Alright, the next game is between North Melbourne and Geelong at Marvel Stadium. Now, I think I'm going to go to that game, and surely I'm that confident enough to film my first ever away matchday vlog Geelong win. That if we lose to North Melbourne, if North Melbourne wins this game against Geelong, I am not kidding, I'm going to wear pyjamas to the next game I am going to attend to in Melbourne. Because, look, North Melbourne, they're having a really, bad time. But, well, they're building, but they just can't beat, top sides. And Geelong, coming off a good win against St Kilda, a rebound win against St Kilda, I think they should get the job done against North Melbourne, as North Melbourne, they aren't really good. So, I am going to tip, obviously, I'm not going to tip North Melbourne. I'm going to tip Geelong to get this done by, let's go with 48 points, and the big call is Jeremy Cameron to kick at least 5 goals. The next game is another rivalry game. Lots of rivalries this week, and this time it's between Adelaide and Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval in South Australia in the big showdown. Well, look, honestly, when I watch both of these two teams play, Adelaide is just a better side than Port Adelaide, as the Crows. They only lost to a team at the Adelaide Oval. That was against us, the Geelong Football Club, in the Gunner round. I don't know how they lost that. Realistically, they shouldn't have lost, because the Crows, they played so well at the Adelaide Oval. But I don't know how Geelong, but we got lucky. Come on. And against Port Adelaide as well. Port Adelaide, they haven't been going well throughout the year, and I expect that they're going to get absolutely drenched by the Crows. Or swooped. So I'm going to go with the Crows to get this done. Adelaide to get this done by, let's go 42 points. And the big call is Tex Walker, Isaac Rankin, Keys, and Phil Thorpe all combined for 10 goals. The next game is between Richmond and Collingwood in another rivalry. This time it's at the MCG in Melbourne. Coming off a heartbreaking loss to Fremantle in the last 90 seconds last week, Collingwood should be able to get the job done. And coming off a big win over the Eagles in the Nest, Richmond. Damn, they face a really tough pressure test at the MCG against the ladder leading Collingwood. They have to play really well for the Tigers to hand the Pies the 3rd loss in a row. Wow. But I don't think that's going to happen, because the Tigers, they're rebuilding, but the Tigers haven't been playing bad footy, but they just can't beat the teams that are on very top. They've been pretty putrid against top teams, but in the bottom, like, 9 or 10, they haven't been that bad. Well, I think Collingwood's got to get this job done. With no surprises, I'm going to say the Pies will get this done by 39 points, and the big call is Jamie Elliott to kick at least 3 goals. The final game at Marvel Stadium is between the Saints and the D's at Marvel Stadium. These two sides, they haven't been that well at the moment, as they're just really lowly ranked teams. Saints and D's, I reckon the D's are going to get this done because, look, the D's, they just have a better team than the Saints, but damn, but who knows who's going to get the job done. So, I think I'm going to tip the D's because I don't want to tip the Saints because it's going to, like, stuff my tipping up. I've tipped Saints every time. I think I've tipped Saints, like, against, like, West Coast and stuff. I tipped them and they bloody fucking choked to them. But 28 points. No, they didn't choke. They were just shit. So, I'm going to say the D's get this done by, let's go 23 points. And the big call is Bailey Fritter to kick at least 3 goals. Well, look, the D's, they were really good against Carlton. But Carlton were just the stronger team last night in their Carlton Respects game. So, once again, D's by 23, Bailey Fritter kicks at least 3 goals. That's going to do it for my round 20 tips. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please leave your tips in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video or a live stream, okay? Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos and me live streaming to come.